Hi everybody, welcome to Jake Showcase. I do videos on Wednesdays. Today I'm going to tell you why I choose premium gasoline over regular gasoline. Now recently I saw a CBC Marketplace report showing that there was a little difference between the regular and the premium. They put it through a whole series of tests, but for years and years I've been a firm believer of premium gasoline, and I'm going to tell you why I'm going to continue to use premium gasoline. I know this video might not be the most popular because a lot of people like regular gasoline, and I am known as a penny pincher, so it is a little out of character in some ways that I'd be promoting a higher grade of fuel. But nonetheless, I still think it's the best choice. Now, first of all, one of the tests that they showed, I felt like they fuzzed it over a little bit where they showed the fuel economy. So what they did was they took a 100 kilometer ride with regular gasoline and with premium, and it showed that 5 kilometers was for the regular and 4.8 for the premium, so they assumed that that's about the same. But actually it's not the same, because I drive a lot, and over the course of about 400 kilometers, which is a tank of gas, that's at least 1 liter being. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to go to the gas station. I'm going to show you a couple of different reasons why I like the premium fuel over the regular. So as you can see here, I got a basic little Toyota Tercel. It's a good little car, nothing fancy about it, 1999. And you know, the car's been treating me really well. Needs a little bit of a wash job right now, but that's just because of the salt on the roads for the snow. So we're gonna head to the gas station right now. You can see it's just sort of a regular car here, nothing fancy about it at all. But you know, I've been a firm believer of the premium gasoline, and it's one of the reasons that my car is able to stick around so long. And the things is the fuel economy. On the CBC Marketplace report, they said it takes 4.8 liters on premium to go. But as you can see, I got 340 kilometers here, and it's only half a tank of gas that I've used. So I find that the fuel economy to be much better. Every time I go to the station, I hit the 0 to bring it back to see how my fuel economy is doing. And I find I got a lot better fuel economy with the premium. Now, while it may seem unrelated to gasoline, I always like to get the 12 grain whole bread. You can get cheaper white bread, but it's not as good for you as the 12 grain whole bread. So similar to sort of my outlook, you get what you pay for. For me, what you put on the inside comes through on the outside. So here we are at the local Shell station. Price of gas just went down, so people are really filling up right now. We're just gonna fill up too. So now, as you can see here, the bronze here is 87.9 per liter. The silver is 100.9, and the premium is 107. So it's about 20 cents difference for price, right? Which on a tank of gas is probably going to be about it's going to be about $10. And I could really use the $10. I don't make a lot of money, so I'm very economically sound, or I'm very economically conscious, and I need the extra 10 bucks whenever I can get it. But this is one thing that I find that it's worth spending the money on. Down here it says too, the bronze can contain up to 10% ethanol, the silver up to 5% ethanol, and the V-Power has no ethanol in it. Now, I'm not a scientist, and I don't know like what the detergents are that go into it, but I do know that the smell is different. And I actually can tell by the smell, and I got to drive around in the car, and I find that the V-Power doesn't smell nearly as bad as the other two types of gasoline. Okay, so here I go. I'm gonna pick the V-Power Shell, which is the most expensive one. Right there you go. And we're gonna go over to the gas. And what I just find is that, you know, the car maintenance is just so much better, right? And I've just sworn by it, and I've just never had a problem. And I basically assume that it has got to have something to do with the gasoline. Here's another benefit that people don't tell you about, is that basically when you have premium gasoline, right, the service inside of the store, for some reason, they're just a little bit nicer to you, and that's a nice feeling too. And maybe most important of all is it makes me feel good. Like, it makes my self-esteem kind of feel a little bit higher, because I know I'm trying to take care of my gas as best as I possibly can, my car as best as I possibly can. Yeah, it's true, maybe it doesn't, but for me, I feel like I'm giving it the best possible engine care I can, and I feel that it does work, so I do feel it's worth it. And look, it's done. $27. It's not that bad. Now, I always actually fill it up at least 3 times, so it was $28.42, and it's just a bit more than a half tank of gas, so still enough money, but I still think it's worth it. Okay, so I'm back in here. It was 28 bucks. I'm gonna put the odometer back down to 0 as I always do. Let it go back up, and yeah, so there you go. Friendly service, a good running car. You know, I think the oil companies, who knows, maybe I'm totally wrong. Maybe you don't need to pay for the premium gas, but I find that it's the best choice for me. And if you don't use premium gas, give it a try. Let it go, see if you like it, and I think you'll be surprised that you find your performance of your car is better. So yeah, despite all the evidence that people might say that it's not, you don't need it. Yeah, maybe you don't need it, but it is better to buy the premium fuel, in my opinion. Thanks for watching Jake Showcase, everybody. Don't forget to like the video below, subscribe to the channel above. I do my videos on Wednesdays. I hope you have a wonderful day.